Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to TMP Finance, where we make long and short-term investing simple. It's been a couple days since I've been away from this channel, but it always feels like so much longer. But so much has happened in the market in between. We had a big, beautiful day today on the NASDAQ. We moved up 0.54%, and we're still in that blue skies territory, still in all-time high territory. So if you are an investor in the NASDAQ, you're an investor in tech or whatever it is, you must be doing very well. And if you're not, it's a great time to reevaluate your trading plan because the markets have been rallying up ever since let's take a look at April. I want to say maybe April 15th, April 7th over here. We have rose a total of 51.56%. If you bought at these 2023 highs here, this retest of 2023 highs, you would have made 50% on your money. That is absolutely insane. But right now, if we take a look at the NASDAQ, again, we are in new all-time highs. There is nothing to be bearish about. We are so far away from any kind of risk level that is a potential shorting area that's not even a question right now. Yes, October is a notoriously bearish month. Yes, September is also a notoriously bearish month. Yes, this is the most bearish week in the NASDAQ, statistically speaking. However, that means absolutely nothing. Why? Because not every case can be generalized. And right now, when you take it into context, right now we have very strong all-time highs and a break above resistance levels and retests and strong rejections. There's no reason that you should be shorting the NASDAQ. So each case in the market is its own specific example. And that's when you're looking at all these statistics and you're just looking at things that sound cool to investors, but really don't mean much. Like, oh, there's a high chance that it's going to be a bear market or whatever it is. It's all bullshit and it's all 50-50 at the end of the day. And being a responsive trader to what the market is telling you is what's going to keep you afloat in the long run. So right now on the NASDAQ, if you are looking to short the NASDAQ, what you're waiting for is a break below this rising support line here that is going through the bodies of these candles here, making these higher highs and higher lower pattern. But right now, again, bull market until it's not. So how high we go, I'm thinking this 25,000 level over here will be a very strong level to see if the NASDAQ will hold up. This is a key psychological resistance zone, and there's a good potential that a lot of orders are being placed here for take profits. So do keep an eye on that as we continue moving higher. But let's just take a look at the heat map over here. The heat map has been super mixed for the NASDAQ. Taking a look at Amazon, Google, Meta, Microsoft, they're all in the red here by a significant amount. But then you have strong stocks over here like Apple or like nvidia that were very bullish today. 4% up. Tesla did very well as well, 2%. You have ASML that has been booming. All of these chip stocks have been doing absolutely fantastic. So right now, I am not really doubting the position of the NASDAQ, just because there's also been a massive breakout for these chip stocks. And we're going to take a look right now actually at AMD and show you what this is looking like in real time for this breakout. Just right now in post-market, we're currently up already. But right now, what we're looking for on AMD, we have fallen quite a healthy amount. If we just take a look at the peak to the bottom, we've fallen 20%. And right now, we are trying to get the bulls back to the market. This right here, September 18th, Thursday last week, was a pivotal moment for AMD. Why? Because you opened up the day 5 to 6% lower than where we closed the previous day. Yet, that could have been a very good reason for the bears to just keep pushing down. However, the bulls were super strong, boosted the market up 5%, right back over the support line here. And as long as we're over the support line, generally speaking, we're going to be in a very good position for the long term. Right now, I'm looking for a take profit at about 177, 178. That is a great psychological level right below resistance as well here. And we can see that the market has topped out quite a bit. You can see some long wicks, some rejections at this zone here. So this is a good take profit area that's a very high probability of getting retested again in the future. So again, if you place your trade now, you're still getting a good risk reward of about 2.5. And if you want to have your stop loss right underneath the lower candle here, actually it's looking even better. It's looking like 4.2. Right now, I want to take a look at another stock here that's been breaking out, and I want to take a look at Berkshire Hathaway. Let's just take a look at the one-day chart over here. And we can see for Berkshire Hathaway, we had this very, very nice bull move where we came all the way from the bottom here, and you can see it's the bottom because we have this long wick candle here, sweeping out liquidity that we can see over here, and then just a straight move to the upside. Higher highs, you're making higher highs compared to these highs here, which confirms to me that we are in a new trend, in a bull trend, and right now we have broken above the only resistance level that's been kind of holding us back into this range here. Right now, as long as we're above this resistance level, I'd like to see a retest of not just 500, but also a retest of this falling potential resistance line above here. If we can get above this, to me, that is a 100% indication that we are not just looking to go back to previous all-time highs, but make new all-time highs after. So that being said, what am I expecting for new all-time highs? I think easily 560 can be crushed without a thought in my mind. 560 for Berkshire Hathaway could be a very good place to take profit, and that's 14% ahead of where we are. Actually, a little bit less, sorry. That's 13.4% from where we are now. So I think that is very, very probable. And if you were to take a trade exactly like this, again, great risk to reward ratio. You're not really missing out here. If you risk $100, you're making nearly $1,000 to the upside. Let's take a look at a couple other stocks here. I want to take a look at Tesla. Tesla had a very good day today here, and what we can see on Tesla is that we are still stuck in a bit of a range. On the 15-minute chart here, we had this resistance line, we had this rising support line, and right now with the resistance line, it did get broken out, but it came straight back down. So I'm waiting for a very substantial break to the upside if we want to see more bullish price action. Right now, I think it could be very possible that Tesla could see new all-time highs, at least a touch of 500 here, which is a strong psychological level. If you're looking for a trade, very simple. This is your setup right here. There's a potential chance that we could get a retest of 414 again, and then taking profits of 500 is going to have a risk to reward of about 3. So that's still not a bad trade to be taken there. The only time that I'm going to get risk off for Tesla is well, significantly if we break below this rising support line. But in the short term, if we do break below 413 or 415 with a lot of force, that's not a good look, and I could be looking to come back all the way down to 363. Let's take a look at Google over here, and Google has been in a bit of a range here as well. It's getting tighter and tighter. This is the daily chart here. We can see where we gapped up after the lawsuit news, and then we've had this expanding range here, and we're getting kind of tighter and tighter. Now, if we zoom into something like the 50-minute time frame, you can see that we do have a key resistance level sitting at about $252.81 per share. Right where this line is here, you can see the market had a very hard time breaking above that. Whenever it did, it came straight back down, and right now we are still contesting through this level here. So right now, what's looking to be the best case scenario is going to be a break to the upside. You have a break of this resistance line here, and that could be a very good trade, at least to get back up to 256.72. You are looking for a nice trade of a 3.8 risk to reward ratio, so I think that could be a very good trade. You also have this beautiful rising support line right here to manage your risk. So as you keep moving higher, you can trail your stop loss higher and not have to risk out on losing too much money. Let's take a look at one more stock, and this is probably one of the most exciting ones here. NVIDIA. NVIDIA has made a new all-time high pretty much. If we take a look at where the candle has closed, it is not the highest price point that NVIDIA has been at. Just by, actually, it might have been. Yeah, looks like it actually was a new price point. But regardless, we're still at new all-time highs for where the market has closed off. Had a beautiful day of 4%, and I love to see these big volume days, especially when we're very close to all-time highs, showing that this is still going to be a very strong market. Right now, again, psychological level of $200 is going to be a key resistance here. Taking profit at 198.50, I think, could be a very smart idea, and then having your stop loss right under previous resistance or support where we can see at 179. It's going to give you a great risk reward of 3.72. And this trade here, if it does cash out, it's going to be very, very quick. Why? You have a lot of volume and a lot of volatility and a lot of orders around this 180 area. And once people see that NVIDIA has made new all-time highs, they're going to want to rush in, creating a massive flow of orders coming in. So I think within about maybe 4 days or so, 4 or 5 days, we could see NVIDIA reach about $200 a share. It's going to be very, very parabolic, like how we've seen on Tesla here, and how we've seen on even stocks like ASML. Let's just take a look at ASML real quick. And this is a competitor for chips as well. let's just take a look here. Yeah, just like ASML has today gapped up, I think we're going to see the exact same thing with NVIDIA, because it's been kind of slacking on that move to the upside with that same kind of volume and gaps. But yeah, I think that could be seen very, very soon for NVIDIA. But that's going to be a wrap for today. You already know the pitch. We're already beating the market by something absolutely abysmal. I have personally lost track. We're beating the market by like 860% within the Discord, the TMP finance community, and that's where you're gonna get all the trades for all the stocks that I take. You're gonna get the take profits, stop losses, percentage risk allocation. I really don't need to say much, because if you just take a look at our profit and loss chart for these stocks here, it pretty much speaks on its own. Like, all of my accounts are in the all-time highs, and you're doing exactly what I'm doing here. You're getting all the trades that I'm personally taking. So if you're interested in learning how to level up your trading game, or you're looking to become profitable and you're not becoming profitable right now, I would say come take a look at that link in my description. I think that's going to give you a lot of insight to where you could be expecting the market to go, and where you could be looking for that new turn in your trading game. Understand the psychology behind it. I explain all my trades. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So thank you very, very much for tuning in, and I will see you tomorrow. Later, y'all.